Tracy, and this is my reflection for my UX design project. This week I worked on designing an AR shopping application for Kroger, specifically focusing on the Hidden Valley Ranch product as my detailed product example. I'm going to walk you through what I did, the decisions that I made, and reflect on what went well and what I'd improve. So, first, I started with the brand research. I chose Kroger because it's a brand that millions of everyday shoppers already trust. And I thought an AR experience would genuinely solve real problems for their customers, like comparing prices, finding deals in the moment, and of course, navigation through the store. From there, I built out a user persona named Ashley Monroe, which is a busy suburban mom, weekly Kroger shopper, and someone who is value conscious. She wants to get in and out of the store quickly without missing deals. She did become my North Star for every decision that I made throughout this week. I then put out a mood board um, and style guide rooted in Kroger's actual brand colors, primarily their signature blue, paired with the red and gold accent colors. I wanted the design to feel familiar to existing Kroger app users while also feeling modern enough to support the AR features. For my design inspiration, I pulled together examples from the homepage, product details, and then kind of went from there with in store navigation, product recognition, and personalized engagement. After my inspiration, I did complete the content audit, identifying pretty much everything that a user would need on each page and built out my user flow here, mapping the pages, actions, and decisions, including two paths, one for users who search directly and one for users who browse categories and discover products naturally. Finally, I created my one-on-one creations, the Kroger homepage, and the Hidden Valley Ranch product detail page. What came most naturally to me this week was the research side of things. Building out the user persona, selecting the color palette, and putting together the mood board all felt pretty intuitive. I did enjoy digging into a brand, understanding who the user is, and then translating that over into a visual direction. I felt confident making those decisions, and I do think that the foundation really set the tone for the rest of the project. Where I did struggle most was with my typography and visual hierarchy, knowing which text should be larger, how to create clear levels of importance on a screen, and how to use the font weight and spacing to guide the eye. That is something that I'm still actively developing. There were moments in the recreation, especially where I could see that the original design had really strong sense of hierarchy, and I found it difficult to replicate exactly why it worked and how to apply that thinking independently. With that said, I am aware of it and I'm working on it. I do feel confident that by the end of this class, I'll be pretty strong with my visual hierarchy. I do just need more practice and more time studying examples of typography in the mobile UI. Um, If I had more time, I would push the recreation further. I'd spend more time matching the exact spacing values, set up more reusable components from the start so that my edits would be faster across the screens. I did set up some components here, um, but ultimately I found like recreating just some of those buttons were a bit faster for me. The assignment said the more detail, the better, and I do think there's room to map out more edge cases, like what happens when a product isn't found or when a coupon has expired in like my user flow. So going forward, I want to get more comfortable using grids and guides from like the very beginning of a project rather than just trying to apply them like towards the end. And of course, continuing to study and practice typography so that my hierarchy becomes second nature. Overall, the project did push me to think like a designer, not just making things look good, but making the decisions that um, actually serve a real user with real needs. I am proud of the progress that I've made, and I'm excited to keep building on these skills. Thank you for watching.